What's going on, guys? So today we're gonna bring you something different. We're gonna react to Falling in Reverse. I've already heard and seen a couple videos for the reaction, so we're gonna do a little different. We're gonna do it with my dad. He's a pastor, so I want to get his reaction and his input on what the interpretation is for him with the song. I think it's a very powerful song. He doesn't like metal. I love metal, so we'll see what he says. All right, so this is my dad. This is Pastor Hector. So we're gonna get his reaction on Falling in Reverse.
Yeah. I wake up every morning with my head up in a daze. I'm not sure if I should say this, fuck, I'll say it anyway. Everybody tries to tell me that I'm going through a phase. I don't know if it's a phase, I just wanna feel okay. Yeah. I battle with depression, but the question still remains. Is this post-traumatic stressing or am I suppressing rage? And my doctor tries to tell me that I'm going through a phase. Yeah, it's not a fucking phase, I just wanna feel okay. Okay, yeah, I struggle with this bullshit every day. And it's probably cause my demons simultaneously rage. It obliterates me, the sin so grates me, annihilates me. I'm about to break down, searching for a way out. I'm a liar, I'm a cheater, I'm a non-believer. I'm a popular monster. Break down, falling into love, now we're falling.
So what do you think so far what he's saying?
He's talking about the face every morning when he's awake. I believe he's a little confused what is going on with him. He's trying to figure out is a phase or is the depression or is the circumstances around him. It make him react. He's reacting now.
Right. So he's saying that he's struggling with the the depression. He's like constantly struggling with it.
Yeah.
But then he's also saying that it could also be post-traumatic stress and different things that might have had happened earlier in his life, but he just doesn't understand it.
Yeah, things happen and he doesn't understand what's going on.
Right.
I think I'm going nowhere like a rat trapped in a maze. Every wall that I knock down is just a wall that I replace. I'm in a race against myself, I try to keep a steady pace. How the fuck will I escape if I never close my case? Oh my god, I keep on stressing. Every second that I waste is another second sooner to a blessing I won't take. But my therapist will tell me that I'm going through a stage. Yeah, it's not a fucking stage, I just wanna feel okay. Okay.
What about there?
Okay. Yeah, his feelings are like he feels like a rat or mouse trapped, like has nowhere to go. Everywhere he's trying to go, but it is something that block him out. He can run, he can move out, so he's keep moving in circles. So like in the same place, he can go anywhere else.
Right. So he's just completely lost. He can't get out. So he's constantly fighting with this and he can't escape it.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, now you got my attention. I need to change a couple things, cause something is missing. What if I was to lie? Tell you everything is fine. Every single fucking day, I get closer to the grave. I am terrified. I'm not asleep and I will again. Crash my car just to feel again. Let out race me. Race me. I am lately. Cause I'm about to break down. Searching for a way out. I'm a liar, I'm a cheater, I'm a non-believer. I'm a popular monster. Break down, falling into love, now we're falling apart. I'm a popular fucking monster. Yeah, here we go again, motherfucker.
What about like at that moment? That transition is very, very strong. The way he expresses it, Well, what do you get from that?
I think he feels like he is falling apart. He has no way out. He's desperate inside out. He's trying to show how he's feeling inside with his reaction outside.
Right.
We're sick and tired of wandering, praying to a God that you don't believe. You're searching for the truth in the lost and found. So the question I ask is, where the fuck is your God now?
What about that part where he
Yeah, he is really expressing, but he is feeling inside. He is really exploding out. He is acting like a crazy. He can't control himself.
Yeah, so when he says where is your God now? He's saying he's like, I'm tired of, of asking for the answer and I can't seem to find it. Nobody keeps on giving it to me.
Yeah, he feels trapped and has no way out. That's why he's like screaming, like what am I gonna do now? So have to explode and say he has no control inside of him.
Yeah.
So he express it. That's terrible.
You think it's the way he expresses it that way? Like, is he at fault for asking? Like, where is your God now? Nobody can help me in depression. Where is God?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing, because he's mentioning God in some point. In some part of the Bible, the Apostle Paul says, I'm miserable. Who will let me out of this body of death? So it feels like Paul at that time, in this moment, he expressing that there is no way, nobody. He feels like a nobody. There is no God on him. There is nothing can do anything for him. He expressing, he's crying out for help, but he didn't find help outside of anybody. So even if he's asking for God, I believe God can help anyone who can try to reach him in some way, expressing really, I'm done. I can't do it by myself. I need something more stronger than me that can help me to defeat that situation.
Right, but what if, like for him, let's say if this is his story. So at his age, he's probably, that's what he's saying. He's like, I've searched for a God that I prayed to a God that I don't even believe in to try to help me, and nothing is happening.
Yeah, but that's a feeling. That's a feeling that you don't have to quit. If you ask God, God is there to help. Don't quit. Keep going. Keep asking God. God is gonna be there in some point, because sometimes God act in His time, allowed something happen in us to form us from inside out. Like I says, Paul says, I feel miserable. I can do something in my inside, but my outside is pressing me, is pushing me to do the things I don't want it to do, but I keep doing it. So Paul says, I figure out something. The bad is inside of me, so he needs something more strong than the situation to defeat it.
So what about what would you have to say after, if somebody is fighting with some type of mental health issue, what do you think the solution is?
Okay, the first step will be find out is it something physiologic first, and then if there is everything fine with the body, with the functions, and everything is fine, So we discard the medical situation. We can go to the health situation, because the psychological thing. So we have to discard first if everything is fine with his body. If everything is fine with the body, we'll keep get further with the psychological, even with the spiritual thing can be affecting the mind.
So do you believe that depression and anxiety and all that type of like aggression from PTSD?
I will see first for the medical. If medical's going good, everything is running good, I will think another level. So like a psychological, or even spiritual.
But do you think people actually suffer from things like that?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Yeah, but it I mean, in a way that it's more of just mental health and not spiritual, as in like it's a demon or some negative energy.
Yeah, sometimes you need to figure out that. Sometimes you figure out if the situation is mental because it's some in the brain
like
deficiencies in the brain, or you have to figure out if there's some spiritual thing working in that. Because there's cases like schizophrenia or other issues in the mental health. It can be part of the demoniac action. Right.
Did you like the song? It's a little strong, right?
Yeah, some parts are strong.
Yeah. So we're probably gonna do another one. Not today, maybe
Okay.
another day. I gotta figure this out.
Got you. No problem.
Right.
I'm here.
All right, guys. So that was my first reaction video. First time ever actually doing a video with my dad as well. So it's a little fresh. I like that experience, honestly. It's nice to always get an input from my dad. I feel like he's very knowledgeable, very intelligent. Not just in like the spiritual realm, he's like very passionate about other things as well. So here and there I always like to challenge him to see if maybe I could ask a question that might stomp him or something, and he doesn't seem to get be affected by that. He's always got an answer. He always refers to the Bible. It's pretty cool. If anybody has any questions on what he said, or if they have like any specific questions they want to ask based on like religion for whatever reason, whether it's for wanting to figure out an answer that you possibly have asked somebody, maybe he might have a different answer. Whatever your question is, you could leave it in the comments, and on the following video we'll refer back to it so that we could answer some of those questions. So have a good one. I'll see you guys.